We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Chicago Cubs and the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Dodgers attempt to break out the brooms in this three-game series right after this. Oral Hershiser gets the start for Los Angeles in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
Settling in now, Chase Strumpf. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
The second baseman, Chase Strumpf.
First pitch of the at-bat. Cut fastball inside, ball one. Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Oh, yeah, Matty boy, it's time right here, Dero, to start getting greedy. You win the first 2 of a 3-game set at home. It's time to get greedy and go for the sweep.
Yeah, you got to take care of business in front of your home fans. Without question, that's exactly what this team's doing.
Not a bad night to bring the parka along. 54 degrees at game time. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now. David Price is forced onto the mound now following the injury.
Number 33, David.
Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
Man, that's surprising, Dan. This guy's flailing at stuff in the dirt and above his head to get to 2 strikes, and then he lays him a cookie.
Or you would think after throwing 2 pitches out of the zone that he would triple up and throw a third one either up, down, or in and out, but that one right in the middle of the strike zone.
Now the first pitch here from Price. Chris Bryant is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Price has tossed more than 2,000 major league innings and logged in with an ERA in the low 3s. Strumpf on at first, nobody out. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
That's a well-placed fastball right there, just off the outside. If you can get guys to expand the strike zone and go after that pitch, you're going to have a lot of success. No luck that time, though.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Intent of that 0-2 necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
The 1-2. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
In now, Billy Williams, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. The 1-0. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Set and the 1-1 pitch. Good change of speeds, but he lays off 2-1. And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he has. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
D-Row, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
The 3-1 pitch. Lifted in the air to right field. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And the throw from right will not be in time as he takes third on the flyout.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 10, Dave Kingman.
So in now for Chicago, Dave Kingman. And a great chance here for the Cubbies to add on in just the first inning. From the belt, the pitch. Now the 1-0. Well hit to right. But
after fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself there's no chance he's tripling up on that pitch.
Now a changeup is bounced to second. He's got it. Only play is going to be to first, so score it as an RBI ground out as the lead moves to 2-0 now.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
The next Cub up, Ernie Banks. He drove in one of their 2 runs in last night's ball game. Now the first pitch here from Price. Gets a small piece near the plate. Throw on to Muncy, gets him, and with that they'll end the inning. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Cubs are on top 2-0. Fergie Jenkins will do the pitching in game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the 4s. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the 4s indicates.
Into the box now, Justin Turner. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And a little behind on the fastball there as he pokes it foul at strike 1. He looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
Man, when you're struggling at the plate, that pitcher smells blood in the water. He's coming right after you, trying to end it quick.
Here it comes, 0-2. Liner towards second, but an atom ball right to him for the first out.
Batting second, the center fielder, Snyder.
So one away here with the bases empty. And up next, the great Duke of Flatbush, Duke Snyder. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A ball and no strikes. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, Matty, I know they've caught a little bit of a losing streak right now, but they got good veteran presence, great veteran presence in that clubhouse. And I bet you someone steps up today and says, this stops. We get it done today, boys. Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Here's the pitch. Left side, but well foul. Here's another 1-2. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Batting third, the right fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Standing in now, Cody Bellinger, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Long run for the center fielder. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Batting fourth, the second baseman, Jackie Robinson.
Next up for Los Angeles, Jackie Robinson. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. He's set and the pitch.
No. 1-0.
2 out with the man at first. Hit the other way out toward right field. Kingman will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. 1 left for LA. They're down 2-0. Anthony Rizzo stands in now.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he takes ball one. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the home side has dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
You know, and it's not an easy thing to complete a sweep, particularly in this day and age where the games and the teams are so competitive. So a sweep at home would be extra special.
Below the zone, a swing and a miss. And it certainly helps when you're throwing your ace on the mound in the series finale. Can't ask for much more than that.
One of the keys when you show up to the ballpark and you're going for a sweep, you look at that lineup card, you see your ace pitcher is on the mound. You have to feel awfully good about your chances to complete the sweep.
3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter. The Dodgers do, of course, trail by a couple of runs already, so they're going to have to work from behind to earn the sweep.
Sweeps aren't easy to do at this level, particularly with the competition being so stiff. They're down a couple of runs early, but there's a lot of baseball left, and the way they're playing right now, this game's far from over.
And another foul ball. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Batting 7, the catcher, number 40, Wilson.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. He drove in the other of their 2 runs last night. Here's the first pitch to him. Changeup called strike 1. Ready with the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike. He's going.
Runners on the move for second. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Strike.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Coming to the plate now, Ian Happ. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Has a look, now the pitch. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
Into the box now, Fergie Jenkins, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1.
No strike.
The 1-0 delivery.
2-0.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
High in the air out to center field. Snyder is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Cubs strand 1, but they're on top 2-0. Next for the Dodgers, Pee-wee Reese. 2 hits and 8 tries for the series.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0. And he popped him up. But this will land untouched. Jenkins has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do, with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
Rizzo is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning.
Batting fifth, no left fielder, Matt Kemp.
Striding into the box, Matt Kemp, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Hey, this offense better be prepared to pull a trigger. This starter is known to be aggressive and come right after you.
The windup and the 0-1.
Oh.
Chopped in front of home plate. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
Now at the plate, Russell Martin will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the 2nd. Here's the pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Ooh, wee, that was an ugly swing. I'm sure he's not going to watch that one on replay after the game.
2-2 to the Dodgers catcher.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Ball 3. 3-2 now. Max Muncy would be next. Three-two pitch. Is at the knees and called strike 3. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. They trail it here 2-0. Top of the third set to get underway, and that'll give way to the rookie second baseman, Chase Strumpf. First pitch coming. Here it is. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
And it's fouled away. The 0-2 once more. Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
The 1-2. Grounded back up the middle. Scooped up. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now batting, third baseman, Kris Bryant.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Kris Bryant. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
Price ready with the 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled off. The 0-2 once more. Liner in there for a base hit.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Into the box, Billy Williams. As he'll go after the first pitch and promptly line one into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit.
The right fielder, number 10, Dave Kingman.
At the plate, Dave Kingman. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0. Looking at his career totals, Kingman has a batting line residing in the 230s.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help a roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
The 2-0 on the way. Hit down the line at first, but this will get foul. 2-1. Runners are at first and second with one away. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I got to believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
Here's Price on 3-1. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
And he fouls this one off. First and second now, one man out. And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ernie Banks. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
1-0 the count. Bases are loaded with only one out. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Now batting, the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. High fly ball out to deep right field. It's a grand slam. So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. Home run number 5 on the year as this lead swells to 7-0.
Wow, you can understand what the pitcher's thinking. He doesn't have an empty base, and he needs to get ahead of the count. All he wants to do is get that first pitch over for a strike. But the batter knew the same thing, and he jumped all over it, smashing it into seats for a 4-run blast.
Blake Trinan is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Now batting, catcher, Wilson Contreras.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. Contreras has had his trouble in these matchups, facing right-handed pitching, that is. He shows a lot more prowess against the southpaws. 0-1 pitch on its way. Trinan, a right-hander going 6'5". He was selected in the 7th round back in 2011.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. Still only one out in the inning. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Snyder's under it. And that's the third out. So they put up a big number in the inning as 5 crossed the plate. And this was the biggie here, the grand slam home run. Bottom of the third coming up. It's the Cubs 7 and the Dodgers nothing.
Welcome back as the Dodgers prepare for their third turn batting in this one. And fans of the boys in blue have been treated to quite a bit of production from this lineup so far this year. Entering the day, they rank among the best teams in the league in stolen bases. A lot of teams these days rely more on big swings of the bat to generate offense. But when I asked a member of the coaching staff about their approach on the bases, he told me they're simply playing into their strengths. He said they have a lot of really athletic guys, so it would be misguided to not be aggressive and force the other guys to prove they can stop them. Something to keep an eye on as this one moves forward.
Thank you, Heidi. First offering on its way. Max Muncy is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Stepping in now, Blake Trinan. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well located fastball right there. If he can continue to do that, he'll pitch deep into this one.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. But sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
1 out, nobody on. A swing and a miss there. 2-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Williams is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Justin Turner.
At the plate, Justin Turner hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. And this will kick off the base of the wall. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
Next to bat is the home run hitting legend Duke Snyder, as he'll chase one up around the letters here for strike one. Lifted the other way down the left field line, and that will end up a foul ball. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Still 2-2. Has a look, now the pitch.
3 balls.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
And the payoff pitch. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Welcome back to Dodger Stadium. Let's send it down to the field in Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the 4th inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
All right, thanks, Heidi. All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Fergie Jenkins.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. The 1-2.
That's the ball.
Slow roller left side. Turner bare hands it. It's in time. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base.
Now batting.
Opportunity now to take a look into some of the future plans for the Dodgers as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing very well in recent minor league action. In now, Chase Strumpf. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Popped him up. Martin over to his right. 2 gone.
Up next for the Cubs, the third baseman, Kris Bryant.
Digging in, Kris Bryant. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ball 1 ball, no strike.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike 1. Now the 1-1 pitch.
2-1.
2 out, nobody on. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. And a sinker there, swung on and missed for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they're still in control, 7-0. Digging in, Cody Bryant. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. One and 2 now. And a foul pop behind the plate. Contreras shading to his right, makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Jackie Robinson.
And next will be the Dodgers cleanup hitter, Jackie Robinson. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First offering on its way. And this one runs up high, ball 1. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now. Popped high in the air. Bryant waits on it. 2 down.
Now batting, the shortstop, Pee-wee Reese.
Stepping into the box, Pee-wee Reese. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder. and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Dodgers thus far. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Three and one is the count to the Dodgers shortstop.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Now a swing, and he popped him up. Oh my goodness, 3 in a row. And Rizzo able to make the catch, and the inning is over. Dodgers down in order. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. So striding forward now, Billy Williams. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
He's set. Here it comes. Swung on and grounded a Pee Wee Reese at shortstop. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Up next for the Cubs, the right fielder, Dave Kingman.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Dave Kingman. First pitch of the at-bat. And that's high for a ball, 1-0. And now some action in that Dodger bullpen as a left-hander has begun to get loose. Ball 2.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
2-0 count, the pitch. The 2-1 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed. 2-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
So now to the plate, Ernie Banks, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Wow, was he looking to swing the bat right there. Check pitch on his swing. That ball wasn't even close to the zone.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. fouled away. Three-two pitch. And it's fouled away. Another full count pitch home. And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Into the box, Anthony Rizzo. Career against Blake Trinan. 2 hits in 7 tries. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there for strike 1. 7 runs, just 6 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. To short, hit hard. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Runs here on no hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 7 and the Dodgers nothing. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only 1 of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Thank you, Heidi. Now in the box, Matt Kemp. They'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Here it comes on 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
Line drive to left. Williams is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Now at the plate, Russell Martin. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. High in the air out to center field. Kemp is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Up next for the Dodgers, the first baseman, Max Muncy.
Ready for another chance? Max Muncy looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Here's the pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Muncy stands at 6 foot even. Bats left, throws right. He was a 5th round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch.
He's gotten a favorable call or two at the plate in this at bat, so that take on 2-0 is probably a result of feeling like the umpires got a pretty tight zone. Didn't go his way that time, though.
And he gets the forkball over that time, so he works it back to even 2-2. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. 2 out, nobody on. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Scott Alexander gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Scott Alexander.
Top half of the 6th about to get started, and stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. Alexander is adjusting to the new normal as MLB now mandates that relievers reach the end of an inning or face 3 or more batters before being replaced. And for a one-time lefty specialist like this, that's a big change. Two-0 count, the pitch. Catches the zone at the knees for a strike. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter. Ian Happ is on deck. Slapped hard the opposite way. Bryant is there to put it away for out number 1.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Digging in now, Ian Happ. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. First offering on its way. There's the sinker to start him out, missing down and away for ball 1. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. 1 out, nobody on. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
Standing in now, Fergie Jenkins, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. A 1 pitch on its way. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he lays off a pitch down and away. Ball 2. Sinker misses there, and now he's in trouble. 3-1.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. And he misses here, ball 4. And somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Chase Strumpf. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Sinker to open the AB, and there for strike 1. Hit hard on the ground to second. Reined in. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. The Cubs lead this one 7-0. Mookie Betts is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. Cold strike at the letters, 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
One strike.
Fouled off. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
Nope, that's a ball. Nope, ball 3. Okay.
Justin Turner will be next. Three-2 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And the pinch hitter is retired here, 1 away.
Now batting, the third baseman, Justin Turner.
Ready for another shot now. Justin Turner, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Oh.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. 1-1 to the Dodgers leadoff man. The 1-1. On the ground to third. Bryant is up with it. And there are 2 away now.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
At the plate, Duke Snyder. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
The windup and the 0-1. The next 0-2 pitch to him misses outside.
1-2.
2 out, nobody on. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. The 1-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder is on the move. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. Dodgers down in order. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Dylan Floro enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
51, Dylan
Stepping in, Chris Bryant. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Chris Bryant.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. The 1-0.
Ball.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
Now the pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Now here it comes. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Now to the plate, Billy Williams. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First delivery to him on the way.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
The 0-1 delivery.
1-1.
There's a ball low. He misses with a changeup.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
The 2-1 home. Hit weakly back to the mound. To second for 1. Return throw not in time, and that turned into a closer play than I thought it would at first sight.
Definitely a risky and aggressive play for the pitcher there, but he made it work out. They've practiced plays like that a lot in spring training, so it paid off this time.
Ready now, Dave Kingman. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat. Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a 4-seamer right there, but get back to that 2-seam. It's what his MO is.
Here comes the 0-1.
Ball.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Runners on first with 1 down. Won't go after the 2-1 sinker, and it's 3 balls and a strike now.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Hit back up the middle. The throw to Robinson. Throw to Muncy to finish the double play. That retires the side. Cubs are down quietly, and they hold a 7-0 lead. So coming to the plate, Cody Bellinger. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
And this is not an easy play where you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jackie Robinson. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And he'll put this away for the second out.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Pee Wee.
Ready once again, Pee Wee Reese. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here comes the first pitch.
0-1.
A windup and the 0-1.
Ball, outside.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Into the box now, Ernie Banks. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Here's the pitch. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. The Dodgers came into this one riding pretty high, presented with the opportunity to sweep the series. However, it has clearly not gone the way they'd hoped.
One of the things you have to do is play 27 outs and not give any at-bats away. They're down by several runs here. It doesn't look good, but they still have a chance. And when you have a chance, you have hope.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Now the 2-1. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched. And for the opposition, wrapping this up and salvaging a win would at least make their trip out of here a little more pleasant.
This could be just what the doctor ordered. Nobody likes to get swept on the road, so winning this one could be big for building back team morale.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Waiting next is Anthony Rizzo. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Count remains full. Locked in. Here comes another one.
You can visibly see the body language of this guy on the mound is completely changed during this at bat. 6 foul balls has to be completely frustrating him that he can't put him away.
And he fouls this one off. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
And that at bat will put a smile on any manager's face. The pitch total of the opposing pitcher just keeps going higher and higher, and he still couldn't put him away. So this inning is off to a good start for the guys carrying the sticks.
Stepping up to the plate, Anthony Rizzo. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
1-1 the count of the Cubs' first baseman. A runner at first with no outs here. Grounded to short. One there. On to first, and Rizzo's retired as well. A double play.
That's a great example there of why the sinker is such an effective pitch. The hitter's eyes see it higher in the zone than it ends up, and that makes it real tough to square up.
So base is empty now after the double play, and now it'll be the catcher, Wilson Contreras. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. 2 out, nobody on. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Ah, and he took something off of it there. It's 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Two and two to the Cubs catcher. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
The 3-2 pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Kemp is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies, but they're still in control, 7-0. Stepping in, Matt Kemp. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Here's the first pitch to him. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now here it comes. Drilled on the ground is short. And that's out number one.
Now batting, catcher, Russell Martin.
Standing in, Russell Martin. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
One out, nobody on. 1-2 now. Next pitch here will be number 100 through 7 1/3.
Man, I'd love to see a complete game. He's certainly on his way. If he can keep the number down, the pitch count down, he's got a shot at this.
Yeah, D-Roll, this is every manager's dream spot right now. You're one out into the 8th inning. Your starter's giving you some good baseball, and you could go to your better relievers now towards the end of the ball game. This is set up perfectly right now.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Russell Martin becomes out number 2 this inning. And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Kingman to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Dodgers down in order. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Pedro Baez will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Cody Bellinger will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Now playing first base and batting 9.
Stepping into the box, Ian Happ. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. He's set. Here's the 0-1.
Nope, that's low.
And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. And the pitch to 2-2 now.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Into the box, Fergie Jenkins, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
No, that's a ball.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see A good slider down and away right here.
The 1-2. Popped up. Bellinger is there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the second baseman, Chase Strumpf.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Chase Strumpf. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. From the stretch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. A 1 pitch on its way. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Made him look silly with that one.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit softly on the ground to third. Right to him. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order, and they hold a 7-0 lead. So here's Cody Bellinger starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Oh. That's ball 2.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
Pulled toward right center field. Happ is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. One away.
The third baseman, Justice Turner.
Now at the plate, Justin Turner. He was a ground out victim last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope, that's off the plate.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
If he's able to locate that two-seamer down at the knees, he's going to get a ton of swing and miss and a ton of ground balls today.
A ball and 2 strikes.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
Now a bouncing ball for Ernie Banks at short. Throw on to first, and now the Dodgers are down to their final out.
The center fielder, number 4, Snyder.
So stepping in, Duke Snyder. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
1-0.
2 out, nobody on. 2 balls and no strikes. The count to the Dodgers center fielder.
No strikes.
And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. The Dodgers down to their final strike. Lifted down the line in left. And he'll put this one away without much trouble, and the Cubs will put an end to their 3-game skid as this ball game is over.
Wow, talk about total dominance. 9 innings, only 2 hits allowed. That's about as good as it gets. This guy was as good in the 9th inning as he was in the 1st. So close to baseball history.
A 7-0 shutout final score tonight. Chicago jumped out to an early lead in the 1st and never looked back. Fergie Jenkins wins his 3rd of the season as he allows only 2 hits over 9 full innings. David Price allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
For the victorious Chicago Cubs, 7 runs on 6 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Dodgers, no runs on only 2 hits. No errors. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 8 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance, a sellout, 56,000. The Dodgers thank you for attending tonight's game. And as you leave Dodger Stadium, we remind you to please drive home safely.